Alright, great folks. This is the BlackWeasel, and today is my One Piece viewing chapter 899. That's right, folks. One more chapter until 900. Alright, you guys have to not pay attention towards the outside noise. Those construction guys are dealing with the roads and installing new water pipes because they're basically like old and need to be replaced. So yeah, plus it's a lot better than having them not be tended to like the ones in Flint, Michigan. So kudos towards, props towards those construction workers working right now. The name of the chapter is called The Last Bastion. Hold up. Oh yeah, it's a protection part of a fortification. It's like a last stand. Stronghold bulwark. Alright. We are dropping in on the lives of the Straw Hat Grand Pirate Fleet, Volume 31, Heart's Rouge arc. This is a list of escapees of Buggy's delivery. The new giant pirate's cook, Goldberg. Yep, he's definitely fat, alright. Like, of course he will be the cook. He's really fat, so he has experience in making lots of food. And this is the same god that was born on the same day as Road in chapter 866, okay? Crap. Shit. But I needed some napkins. Alright, probably not a good way to start the chapter, but let's go ahead. Alright. Alright, the scene starts out from the get-go that Mount Dior yells out, "Brother Perros, come in, please. What happened to Big Mom and Big A and the cake?" And then Mount Dior says on Addendum Muji, he says that things might actually be worse with you than they are over at Kako. Perros, because the scene takes place at sea at the Big Mom side, on Bavaro's ship, and Perros says, "Yeah, I know. Ha, ha. We haven't lost sight of them." And Bavaro says, "Brother, Mount Dior, Bavaro here." And Bavaro says that Perros ignored his wounds for too long. He's broken down. Oh yeah, it's because after the explosion, and the damages he received from Pedro, he just gets up, and just happens to lose an arm in the process. So like, he hasn't really done anything about it. And it was Perro says, "Who cares about that? And get off me, get off me." And Perro also says, "Ha, we're near Fluffy Island at the moment. Things are pretty wild over here too." He also says that Chiffin and Big A have finally left the cake to Big Mom, so he's still wondering whether or not the cake may be poisoned. And Perros yells out, "The cake's on Fluffy Island now. In a few minutes, this whole thing is going to come to a head." Perros also says, "Poison or no poison, we can no longer stop Big Mom from eating that cake." And he yells out, "Report this out to all of the Totland." Perros yells out, "There are three ways our predicament ends. One, Big Mom dies to the poison in the cake, and that'll be the end of the Big Mom pirates." He also says, "Two, the poison doesn't work, but the cake is awful. Her fate won't end, and Big Mom will destroy this entire country." And three, the poison doesn't work, and the cake is delicious. Nothing short of that miracle will ensure our survival. There's no poison in it, okay? Like, that's just what it is. Alright, Big Mom is on top of Prometheus, and she's definitely close towards that cake. And Peros yells, makes a daring statement. Ready yourselves, men. Our destinies are now tied to the taste of that cake. And Mount Dior looks on. And he starts sweating up a little bit. And he's sitting on a book and he says, we sent word to the whole country. And one of the underlings asks, what's going to happen to Totland? I see Tamago. And the guy, and a different guy says, Big Bombs no longer can tell friend from foe. I hear Nuts Island was raised. And someone says, what? And somebody asks a question, huh? Where are Morgan and Stussy? And someone says that they left the island just now. And another person says, what? Well, here's a scoop. Stussy works with the CPO, basically part of the Marines. They don't know that they're not. They don't know that they're basically working for the government. And Mount Dior yells out, "Capture them! If the worst happens, they'll leak that news outside the country." And and the girl says to him, "Yes, sir." And Mount Dior yells out, "Especially that blasted news magnet." So basically, no one likes bad news being reported. So they do anything they can to like censor it. Like every now and then in the real world, news journalists die because they spread like the news that no one else wants to hear. So the scene changes towards Nice Island in the Peanut Town, and we have a little girl crying, and somebody says Big Mom's fit still hasn't stopped at here. And another person says, I thought we'd be safe to live to old age here in the heart of a Yonku's territory. And another person says, but to think that our queen herself destroyed our lives. And also, I see Lady Amande. Look, she's not saying anything. The scene changes on Crunchy Island, Beanstown, and somebody says, there's no way Lord Strusen himself took several days to make that wedding cake. One person says, Lady put in a nod. I don't think anyone could reproduce a cake like that in just a few hours. But this is Sanji we're talking about here. Like, this is the part where we have to make sure there's 2 years of hard work under Ivankov major usage. Like, let's see what he's made of. The scene changes towards Cutlery Island, the table town. So there's like a town of tables. Somebody says the sort of cake that Big Mom smacked her lips at. Well, so the guy says there's no way. Another person says get ready to escape this place. Wait, that dialogue doesn't make sense, but I'm reading it on meganstream.com, so like I kind of like it better than Japanese box because I'm used to it. The scene changes towards the ice island, the Sherbet town, and someone says Big Bomb's on Fluffy Island now. And someone says that place is ruled by Chiffin, the Fluffy minister. And another person, and the scene changes towards Fluffy Island, the airy town, and somebody yells out, Lady Chiffin. Why'd you bring the cake here? And we have a girl in a cat outfit, and she yells out, we're done for, and so is the island. Run! This place will be destroyed, just like Nuts Island. And another person says, this Lady Chiffin's been poisoned by the traitor at Bege. And Chiffin says, ha. It's because I believe in it. I believe in this cake. I don't know where he learned it, but Blackleg's cooking skills are good enough to eclipse those of the executive chef. Well, the gist of Strusen was that he has a devil of fruit, so he could turn anything into food ingredients. Anyone can become a chef, you know. Anyways, Bege yells out, Chiffin, we gotta run. It doesn't matter whether or not this country is saved. We repaid our debt to them. The cost of the Nostro Costello is almost done for, too. And Beckett grabs on to Shiffin, and he hauls ass on the castle tank. And he says, "You listening, you straw hat bastards? Don't you dare now! Now after all we done for you." And lo and behold, Big Mom finally lands on the island, and she says, "Ha ha ha, ma, wedding cake." Yeah, I think my Big Mom looks a little bit skinnier. Well, we haven't seen her eyes, so we don't see whether she's angry or looks a little bit different. Now the scene changes off the coast of Kako Island, and somebody yells out, "Straw Hat and Blackleg have escaped to the sea." And this is the part where the German 66 are still duking it out with the Big Mom pirates. Ishinji, Yonji, Ninji, and Riju all battling against the German 60, battling against the Big Mom pirates. They look pretty strong as well. And and somebody yells out, "Luffy, we're so glad you're safe." Yes, definitely on the sunny go, but damn, a part of the mast has been burnt off. This is not a good look. And Carrot bites on Luffy's neck, and Luffy's sleeping bubble has been snapped. And Luffy says, "Huh?" And Luffy says, "You guys made me wait forever." And Nami yells out, "Liar!" And and she also says that your wounds are still bleeding. And I think Jamie says, "Chopper, treat him quickly. He can't afford to lose much more blood." And Chopper says, "Gotcha." And Chopper says, "You too, Sanji, give me a shot." And Sanji says, "Huh? Okay." But yeah, Luffy received a ton of damages from Dogtooth during that amazing fight. So yeah, it's definitely like a great cost to deal with. Alright. Now, as the Sunny continues to go on, they're still being shot at Lady Smoothie's sword slashes. And somebody yells out, "Wah!" And Charlotte Smoothie says, "Good, we hit him soon enough." And Brooke yells out, and he says, "They're a lot closer than I thought they'd be. We're still not home free. Treat them on the move." And somebody yells out, "Fire!" And somebody shoots at one of the Big Mom ship. And I think that's Judge Jaji. And Sanji looks on and he says, "What?" And Charlotte Smoothie says, "Judge, you..." And somebody yells out, "The German are backing them up. Shall we retaliate? I can't believe it. It's Judge of the German 66. He's back. And Daifuku says, "No, leave them. Most of the German are caught up with their fight in the harbor." Anyways, Sanji looks on in the sun and go, and he looks directly at Lord Jaji. Oh my god. His helmet got destroyed by Big Mom, but damn, his bandages are still covering up his right eye. I can only see his left eye, along with Sanji. Ugh. Anyways, Lord Jaji, I mean, I'm not sure how to respond to this, but Judge Jaji yells out, "Just what he is to you, Straw Hat Luffy. There's no returning from this place, the territory of the Yonkou Big Mom." And Judge also says, and yet all of you put your lives on the line just to save him? Oh, that's bogus as fuck. That's really bogus as fuck. Like when he says things like that, like just what he is to you. Judge Jaji says, Sanji is the Gerber's failure. His skin is too soft. He devoted his days to rice making. He is not the pride of a royal. His fragile heart is easily swept along by pedestrian emotions, and he is wont to endanger his life for the weak. Consumingly flawed soldier, a defect of a man. Oh my God! Like, I don't like reading this. Like, that's so shitty. Anyways, Luffy and Chopper look on in disbelief, and Georgie looks like a jackass. And Jimmy looks on as well, and Sanji, he doesn't say anything. And Luffy yells out, "Okay, see you later. Thanks for the backup." And Judge Georgie says, "Answer me, Straw Hat." And Luffy says, "Man, how weird. Why you randomly start listing off all your best traits? I don't get it." Oh, he looks on the bright side. And Chopper says, "What?" And Sanji yells at him. He says, "That's not what he was saying at all, Luffy." And Jimmy says, "Wahaha, you guys are the best." And Carrot says, "What?" And Carrot says to Nami, "Nami, ahead, look." And Nami says, "What?" And Nami says, "Yeah, this is bad." Nami also yells out, "Jimmy, we got a huge fleet right in front of us." And Jimmy says, "Huh?" And Jimmy says, "Wow, one day." Smoothie says, "So they realize, huh?" And Daifuku says, "Look how many they are." And Sanji yells out, "Look how many they are." Oh, he looks surprised as fuck. And Nami Nami looks on and she says, "What do you do? We're trapped again. They sent the remaining ships around the island to meet us." Ugh, that was the command from Charlotte Smoothie about in the previous chapter. She yells out, "They're surrounded." Charlotte Smoothie and Daifuku is behind the Sunny. There's a huge fleet of no-name Big Mom ships right in front of them, and the German is to the left of the Sunny. That's the diagram. And somebody on the Big Mom ships yell out, "Fire!" And somebody yells out in pain, and another person says, and we're in the firing range. And another person says, "How?" And Daifuku brings out his Devil Fruit powers to summon a genie, and he says, "Yes, indeed, from the front and from the back, my dear rabbit." And Sanji yells out, "Carrot!" And Daifuku yells out, "A fleet at the gate, and then demon at the back door." And Carrot, when Sanji comes up at blazing speed and deflects the sword of the genies with his kick. Oh wait, that's not a sword, that's a halberd. Or a Bacinto. And somebody yells out, "Wah!" And Chopper gets really surprised, and he says, "Whoa, what is that huge thing?" And Brook is surprised, and he yells out, "Wah!" And Daifuku starts laughing, "Wah ha ha!" And Sanji says, "Gugh." And Daifuku says, "They're finally close enough for my powers to reach them." And he starts rubbing on his belt. And Charlotte Smoothie says, "It almost feels like we're bullying them at this point." Anyways, the Big Mom fleets continue to shoot at Big Mom. I mean, continue to shoot at the Sunny Go. Ugh, that was the butcher. And Nami yells out, how'd they get so close to us?" And she says, Nami says, "Look at all those ships in front of us. They're all battleships." And somebody gets surprised as hell, and he says, "What the?" And Nami yells out, "There's no way we can get away from something like that." And Jimmy says, "We're out of options, and to think we're scrapped away this far, only for it to end like this." And somebody, and there's a huge bulge happening in front of the ocean, and somebody says, "What the ocean of the surface of the ocean is bulging outward," and somebody says, "If you're troubling the boss." I wonder who's out to save them. It can't be the German, is it? And it's Wadasami! I can't believe it! He's here! A giant comes out the water to save the Straw Hats. Yes! He's here! And Wadasami yells out, "I won't go easy on you." And another person says, "Gah!" And Nambi, Chopper, and Brook look gone, and they have, they all yell out, "What?" And Chopper yells out, "That's one of Hody's crew members from Fishman Island." And Jimmy yells out, Jimmy yells out, "Wadasami." And Jimmy says, "Don't tell me." Wadasami says, "Jimmy," and and Jimmy jumps into the ocean, and Jimmy yells out, "Men!" And here it is, the Fishman Pirates, under the head of Captain Aladdin. And all the Fishman Pirates all yell out, "We'll come to see you all, Captain Jimby." And another person said, "Oh, ex-captain." And another person says, "Yeah, haha." And Aladdin says, "We can remain your men until you leave this territory, right?" I can't believe it. They all coming to save them. The last bastard. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah. This is a pretty good chapter. They still have options. There still is hope. Still, they can't go down like this. But damn, Jaji was bogus as fuck. Like, what the heck? A machine does not make humans. Ugh. Alright, that's the end of chapter 899. There's one more to go until we reach 900. Yeah. Ugh.